In this media, you will learn about the importance of interpersonal communication. Interpersonal communication can be a formal dialogue between two people at a workplace, or even an informal tweet between two friends. The three principles of interpersonal communication are: interpersonal communication is inescapable. Interpersonal communication is irreversible. Interpersonal communication is contextual. Interpersonal communication is inescapable. The very attempt of not to communicate communicates something. Through not only words, but through tone of voice, and through gesture, posture, facial expression, etc., we constantly communicate to those around us. Remember a basic principle of communication: in general, people are not mind readers. Another way to put this is, people judge you by your behavior, not your intent. Interpersonal communication is irreversible. You can't really take back something once it has been said. The effect must inevitably remain. A Russian proverb says, once a word goes out of your mouth, you can never swallow it again. Just speaking what has come into your mind would result you to listen the thing which you don't like or expect. I would like to tell you a story of a boy who abused his school friend. Hearing this, his father wanted to teach him a lesson. He told him to take few pennies and throw it in a river. The boy did what was ordered by his father. Now his father told him to get back all those pennies from the river. He tried and failed. The father told his son, spoken words cannot be retrieved, and advised his son to choose his words carefully. He also told, spoken word is your boss, you are the boss for the unspoken one. Interpersonal communication is contextual. In other words, communication does not happen in isolation. There are 5 contexts: psychological context, relational context, situational context, environmental context, and cultural context. Psychological context. Your needs, desires, values, personality, etc., all form the psychological context. Relational context. It concerns your reactions to the other person. Situational context deals with the psychosocial, where you are communicating. An interaction that takes place in a classroom will be very different from one that takes place in a bar. Environmental context deals with the physical, where you are communicating. Furniture, location, noise level, temperature, season, time of day, all are examples of factors in the environmental context. Cultural context. It includes all the learned behaviors and rules that affect the interaction. If you come from a culture where it is considered rude to make long direct eye contact, but you will out of politeness by completely avoiding eye contact. The following are the styles of interpersonal communication: controlling style, egalitarian style, structuring style, dynamic style, relinquishing style, and withdrawal style. Controlling style. It is a style of interpersonal communication wherein the sender leaves little or no room for the receiver to provide feedback or reply. Egalitarian style. It facilitates healthy two-way communication wherein information is shared mutually. Structuring style. It is used to communicate specific goals and bring coordination to an organization. Dynamic style. This is a style with a high energy approach, which involves use of motivating words and phrases to encourage the person to get inspired and achieve a certain goal. Relinquishing style. It is highly open for ideas, to the extent that it can transfer the responsibility of the communication to the receiver. Withdrawal style. It is ironic to call this process a style of interpersonal communication, since the withdrawal style is basically the failure or lack of communication. Thus, you have learnt about the importance of interpersonal communication.